Hello YouTube, Kasa here from PC Gaming and Tech, and this is a video of upgrading my personal and gaming rig. And in this video I'm going to upgrade my processor, motherboard and the RAM. So in this upgrade I'm moving to the Skylake architecture, which is the Intel 6th generation architecture, the latest processors, and it supports the DDR4 So without further ado, let's get into it, and this is going to be a time-lapse video. So let's open the box. First of all, let's take the box out of it. Let's take the motherboard out of its box. Let's put the motherboard on the side from the box and take out the other stuff which comes with the motherboard, and like the IO shield, SATA cables, as many as you like or you need, the front IO or the front connector, which will help us to connect the front power and LED and all of these cables to connect with the motherboard. Let's put the box on the table and put the motherboard on top of it, and we will need our processor. Let's take the processor out. Here is the processor, which is Intel Core i7-6700K, and in order to put the processor we have to unleash or open the retention arm. Let's take the processor out and place it in there. While placing the processor into the motherboard, we have to make sure we are connected it with the right sides, or there is a brown arrow which we have to match with the motherboard. And after placing it, we don't need to put any pressure, just put the retention arm down. And the second thing is, let's put the RAM. In order to put the RAM in, we have to take it out of the plastic shells and we have to put it into the RAM slots. And in this system I'm using only two sticks, which is a 8GB DDR4 3000 MHz, and it's a Corsair Dominator Platinum with lifetime warranty on it. So the RAM should go only into the motherboard in one way, so we just have to align these two cuts, the cut on the motherboard and on the RAM, and just gently place it in there. And we have to just put the equal pressure on the both sides, and the RAM should snap in. And in this configuration I'm using the first and the third RAM slots for the quad or the dual channel configuration. After RAM, let's install the CPU cooler, and in order to install the CPU cooler we have to turn the board over, and I am installing my old Corsair H110i CPU cooler. We have to place the back plate into the back of the motherboard to check if it will align properly, because for different motherboards and different CPU type like the Intel and AMD, we have to use the different holes of this cooler. So once you will align the cooler holes, we just have to put in our standing screws, which will hold the pump in itself. Let's screw all of these four cooler stand of screws in the cross pattern. Let's install the IO shield. We just have to simply take it out of the plastic bag and just put it in the back side of the motherboard. We just have to simply align it and put some pressure on it until it will snap in properly. Just make sure that you will put the pressure on the sides. After routing your pump power cable and CPU power cable nicely, just what we have to do, we have to simply take our motherboard and lower it down into the case. Here you guys can see, that's why I said just put some pressure on the sides of the IO shield, because I didn't put the pressure on the sides of the IO shield properly, so I had to deal with it in here. After putting the pressure, I just aligned the motherboard according to the IO shield or the holes on the IO shield, and I have make my way for the cables, which I have done it, and I will suggest you guys to do it as well, because it will help us a lot in the later future, or when we will do the power routing cables and everything for our motherboard. After screwing the motherboard and the CPU cooler or the radiator of my H110i, it is the time to install some thermal compound or the thermal paste. And while you are applying the thermal paste, the important thing is one of the most important thing is that less is more. That's the formula to use it. So after applying some thermal compound, it is a time to screw in or tighten our or secure our CPU pump with the CPU. So what we have to do, we have to screw in all the screws in the cross pattern, as all of the screws of the CPU cooler is being done. Now it is the time to install our graphic card, and I am using my GTX 970 from Gigabyte. It is a G1 Gaming WindForce edition. So we just have to put in the card into the one of the PCI slots, and we have to tighten only one screw in order to secure the graphic card. We just have to place it there in the iron shield and just tighten the screw up, and let's just give it a wiggle that it is secured. Now it is the time to install the M.2 SSD. So first we have to install the standoff screw, and after that place or snap the M.2 slot in and screw the M.2 SSD in there to make it secure. Okay guys, this is the last clip of this video. As you can see, I have already installed the graphic card. I just have to install quite a few things like my Wi-Fi card in and the RGB lighting around the case, and I have to do some cable management at the back. Unfortunately, I cannot show it to you guys as back of this case is really messed up or messy, so I wouldn't be able to show it to you guys. So if you like this video, just like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you have any comments, suggestions or any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I will try to get back to you ASAP. And please subscribe to my channel if in case you want to notified whenever I will upload the next video of this build, where in that video I will be uploading or doing the benchmarking of my computer, how it performs, how it is doing in the latest games, and I will be trying quite a few games and quite a few rendering programs and everything. And I will definitely overclock my CPU and the RAM. So I will see you guys in the next one.